In today's video, we're going to make wax impregnated fire starters. Stay tuned. So basically you buy these makeup things from, well, I got them from Walmart, exfoliating rounds, little $25 120 volt hot plate, and some golf wax. I've seen guys make these out of candles and whatever, but we're just going to go with the real deal, with the real wax. So when you dip them in there, these are extremely absorbent. I'm kind of surprised at how absorbent they are. And then I got a piece of parchment paper here. I'm going to set them on there, let them harden up. Pretty simple process. This hot plate, I only turned on like one to melt the wax, and then I turned it back off. So when you pick them up, they're kind of sloppy with wax. I like to let them drain off a little bit. I don't want to spread wax all over my work surface. And they seem to get a little puffy too, which I think they'll mellow out once the wax cools. If you wanted to accelerate the process, you could throw them in the fridge, but I think it might be more of an issue of getting them off of the paper once you do that. So for example, this one's cooling off and it's already sticking. But I think they'll come off okay. Nope, that one took the paper with it, didn't it? Nope. Oh, it took the layer off of the paper. Yeah. Pay attention to your parchment paper. That one's still pretty hot. So what these are good for, I'll show you. These cotton swabs, I believe, were just over $1. The golf wax was about $3.60. Call it $5. Out of one slab, if you get 18, divided by $5, you're into them for about 25 cents a piece. I normally keep a couple of these inexpensive butane torches in my pack. These are probably, if you buy them right, you can get them for about $5. They are refillable. So I know it will light with the butane torch, but you can't always count on that. Temperature conditions, breakage, whatever. So the other thing to have handy is a ferrite rod with a striker. CERROFERRITE. So this little contraption here makes some pretty good sparks. I swear it does. It just did. Here's our 2-inch fire starter, wax impregnated exfoliating pad. I believe that this may make a waxy mess. I don't want to get that on my concrete. As you can see, it's in perfect condition with no stains. So we're going to throw this on a steel plate here. I'm thinking about folding it in half. And then we'll try our ferrite starter. So far, no good. Third time's a charm, right? Okay, well that was a complete fail. So we'll go to our backup, which is the pocket propane torch. It's definitely casting a nice sooty flame. Everybody on YouTube said this thing would work. I like this thing better. So that's great. It's a nice slow burning flame. I doubt that water would put it out. Let's add some water and see what happens. Yeah, it's definitely cooling it down. So that was about a ½ ounce of water. And it's out. Almost. Still going. So let's give it a little boost on this side. I guess next I have to look up what the ignition point of the wax is. I know the highest melting point, well, the range of the melting point was pretty ridiculous. It was between 115F and 154F, so that's kind of a wide range for paraffin, or for anything really. I would not use this as a ration heater, at least not in an enclosed space. Or possibly even a wet space. I think this would definitely get some kindling burning. But if you already have this, we'll see. There's still water on the steel plate. So far we're about 2 minutes in. It's definitely burning. I don't want the results to be skewed by the water on the steel plate though. I'm going to flip the steel plate over. To the dry spot. And then I'm going to throw another fire starter cube on there right on top. Because again, these things are 25 cents a piece. So if it takes 2 or 3 to start a fire, we're going to find out. While this may look impressive on camera, it's only a 4" by 4" piece of steel plate, so the flame is not that big. So the bottom one's barely burning. The top one that I folded on a 45-degree angle, it's burning pretty good. I believe I can impregnate these wax pads with some other chemicals that will make it burn hotter and probably also easier to light. So at this point we have about a 6" flame. I can actually feel some heat coming off of it. Have to admit, I'm disappointed that the ferrite rod didn't ignite it. I probably could have tried harder. Okay, so with 2 pads, now it's burning pretty good. We got about an 8 to 10" flame. Let's check it out. Oh, she's going down. So you're not going to have your hemos out in the woods here. And this test may have been slightly skewed by the ½ ounce of water I put on them, but I was just trying to simulate wet conditions. I think it's a viable fire starter, considering the fact you can have some of these in a Ziploc, and assuming you're under 115 degrees, they won't melt. I think it can definitely be improved. A little bit of chemical additive in there. If you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Catch you guys on the next one.